Many years ago, in the tiniest of towns, to the most ordinary and humble of people, a light was born into the darkness of this world. And oh, what a light it was. To people who were afraid, this light brought comfort. To those who were frightened or even despairing, the light gave hope. To those who hated themselves even, in the warmth of this light, they felt seen and loved. To every person, this light shone as a beacon of hope, of peace, of goodness in a very troubled world. It was no less than the light of Jesus. Oh, the world desperately needed this light, this beautiful light, this holy light. And Jesus did what he could do to fix this world, to bring light to what was darkness. But he was just one light. And there was only so much he could do. There was more darkness than Jesus could fix. All these years later, this world continues to desperately need this light. I mean, you see the darkness, I'm sure. I don't have to say it, right? The crushing poverty, war, torture, the careless disregard for life, the hateful political polarization. My goodness, and family members who don't even talk to one another. Neighbors and classmates and friends who have buried a loved one or just received some awful news or are in some sort of trouble. There is so much darkness. And as was true in those days when Jesus walked this earth in bodily form, there's more darkness than Jesus can fix. But he had a plan from the beginning. And it was this: the one who is all light said, you are the light of the world. He said that to me. It counts on me to bear light in my time and in my day. You are the light of the world. And he said that to you. Not the collective you, not plural you, but you, individually you. You are the light of the world. He put the light of his goodness in your heart for this world. It is our job then to bear that light to a world which has so much darkness. You might struggle to believe sometimes that that light is in you. Maybe others shamed you and said you were of no value, but they're wrong. Even in the darkest of times, it is in you. It is to take the light that is in you and to bring it to a world that so desperately needs it. And as you do, you'll see that light. You'll sense it as you bring it to others. And the thing about this light is that the more we do what we can in our own little ways to share it with the world where it's needed, it's not diminished in us. It grows in us, even as it grows in this world. Oh yes, I see the darkness. Absolutely, I do. Even more, I see the light of human goodness shining. I see it all the time. I see it, for example, right here in Eureka, Missouri. I could name names, so I will. I see it in Linda, who took a hike in Machu Picchu and saw the indigenous poor and decided to do something and began to do that. And who continues to do it to this day. I see it in Tom and Rich, who meet anonymously with people who realize they might have an issue with alcoholism, to listen to them, to talk with them, to coach them. Light. I see light in Pat when, representing us as a member of the St. Vincent de Paul Society, goes into the homes of those who struggle to bring love, food, help. I see light in Jim, who donates some of his farmland and resources that we might do our part for the growing project and help feed those who are hungry in this world. This light shines in parents who nurture faith and forgiveness in their homes, in young adults. When you do this, and you do this all the time, welcome those the world tends to ignore and makes them feel a part of you. And I see this in kids who are kind in so many ways. The very light of Jesus shines through so much human goodness. There is much darkness. There is. But there are so many who live the old adage, it's better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. So they do. Whatever that might look like, whatever the need, whatever their style, by how they live, they light that candle. And that candle makes more of a difference than most of us would ever know. Yes, Jesus is the light of the world. But no, he did not take away all the darkness still in this world. Instead, he counts on us. He counts on you. He does. He counts on me to bear light in our own ways until one day, as we each do our part, the dream that burned in his heart from the beginning of time is fulfilled. You and I are a part of that dream. One day, when we do our part, the fullness of that dream will be realized. Jesus said it to each of us, and he meant it. You are the light of the world.